Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the power of your voice. If you want to change your energy, if you want to move from negative to positive, understanding the power of your voice is so important. And make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So your voice, not just the external voice, but the internal dialogue in your head is so important. If you want to understand the energy, and if you're feeling down, if you're feeling lost, and you truly want to know what that means, try to say positive things. When you are in a depressed state, when you're hurt, when you're feeling lost, when you're lonely, when you're those things, like truly feeling those, speaking out loud or saying in your head the opposite of that is so difficult. It's because the words are more than just words. It's actual frequency. It's how we perceive it. We perceive frequency as words. So when you're feeling lost, saying that I'm accepted, I'm loved, I'm appreciated, can be difficult. When you're feeling down, saying that I am happy, I am loving, I have an abundant life, I have a happy life, like saying the opposite things can be very difficult because the energy you're in is not those things. And so when you're down, you're actually tuned in to lower frequency. Your body is tuned in. Now, I'm not saying that the cause of that is irrelevant. Yes, hard things happen. You're not bad for being down. You're not wrong for being depressed, but it's the energy that you're in. When you remove good or bad, right or wrong, and just turn it to this is what I'm in, you can shift it. You can shift into a light energy. You can shift into an abundant energy. When you start thinking that way, you'll start perceiving that way. And that's what's so difficult when you're down, when you are feeling that depressed energy, when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling hurt, because you're in it, you will continue to see it in everything. When you wake up each day, you will see the things that align with that energy. And the thing is, they are there. So when you shift to the positive thinking, the negative is still there. It's not that it doesn't exist. Everything is there at once, but you'll start receiving differently. And so when you try to make that move and you start saying like, okay, I am positive. I'm Henry. I can do anything. I'm strong. I'm fantastic. I'm powerful. I'm willing. I'm able. I'm going to be okay. When you start saying those things mentally and physically, actually saying them out loud, it will feel discombobulating. It'll feel empty. It'll feel almost unreal because your energy wants to stay where it's at because that's where it's focusing on. It's almost a gift that what you're rooted in, you aligned with. And so you're trying to pull away from a magnetic pull. You're trying to shift away from being attached to something. Now, the good thing is you can attach to something else, but you're attached to something. You're locked into it. And so when you start saying these things, it's difficult. If you are a negative person, it's really difficult to be around positive people. You'll see everything wrong with them. You'll call them toxic positive. You'll say that they don't live in reality, that they're not realistic. You'll say all of these things, which are true. It's just they don't live in your reality. It's just that they're not living in your realistic standards. So when you say, oh, well, they only focus on good, I'm just being realistic, I'm seeing what the problems are. Everything exists at once. So you are choosing to make that a reality, and you are correct. But is that what you want? Do you want to be correct in your sadness? Do you want to be correct in your depression? Do you want to be correct in your loss? It doesn't mean that those things won't exist that hurt you. It just means your experience of them can be different. You can experience a hard situation and still have love and joy. You could experience a tough financial situation and still find prosperity. It just depends what you're going to tune into, and that's one of the hardest things to accept. It is so difficult to accept that, oh, no matter what's happening, I don't have to be the victim of it, because you can find things that justify your energy always. You will always find ways to justify the way you're thinking. So why not shift the way you're thinking? If there's always a way to justify a way of thinking, why not shift it? It's not about being right or wrong. It's not about being realistic. It's not about being, what's observable. It's about what experience do you want? Do you want one of joy? Well, then you better think and speak a lot about joy. And you might be saying to yourself, well, I try to be positive. I'm a pretty positive person. Let me explain something to you. And we'll use nutrition for this because it's so easy to understand. If you've been eating unhealthy and your body's not healthy and you haven't had any really control over the nutritional stuff that you're ingesting, and then you start to eat healthy, you're going to make a shift. Just eating one healthy meal a day will feel like you're eating so much healthy food. But I'm eating good. I'm doing these things. It's because your perspective of it is shifting. So yes, you are bringing some good in, but you're not obsessed with it yet. You're not filled with it completely. So when you start adding these positive affirmations in, these positive I am statements in, you may feel like you're doing it a lot. And from your old perspective, you are. So definitely celebrate that. But if you're able to shift your mind out even further and see what truly is going on, you'd realize, okay, I'm still focusing a lot on the negative. What you focus on will expand. That's why perception is so important. Reflection is so important. Truly understanding what you speak about and what you think about will give you back your power. That's why a depressed mind is so powerful. Because not only are the I am statements one of low frequency, I am worthless, I am hated, I don't belong, all the things that come with it that are hurtful things that maybe a situation caused. I'm not saying that this just happens to people. It does. It's created. So there's childhood trauma, there's adult trauma, there's PTSD. There's so many things that can cause a mind to think this way. But you do have the ability to shift out, and that's what I'm saying. So when you're in that low state, not only do you have low frequency thoughts that are bringing you down and making you attract more of those things, but when you're in a depressed state, everything becomes about you. So when somebody doesn't call you back, in your mind, it'll shift. It's because they don't like you. When someone doesn't say hi to you when you're walking by in the store, it's because they're avoiding you. You start seeing this reality of things and you can justify it and say, well, this person didn't call me back in 2 days. What kind of jerk would not do that? I would never do that to somebody. Right? So you're defeating, not only when you make the shift, you're not only defeating a way of thinking, you have to defeat a way of perceiving, which is an internal. So if you want to shift, if you want to take your voice back, if you want to get that control, pay attention to what you're thinking. I am statements. I am love. I am joy. I am abundant. I am wealthy. Whatever it is that you want to step in, make those the foundation of every thought and action you take. If you say, I am healthy and I make healthy decisions throughout the day before you do say or receive anything, you will align yourself with that reality. If you say, I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars before you do say, receive anything, you will align yourself with that reality. So once you start doing that, you'll start aligning your frequency. The second part, of course, is perception. Do not see how it affects you. See how you can give the effect to others. That's shifting the perception out. So when you see that person in the old way of thinking that didn't wave at you, didn't say hi to you, didn't call you back, whatever it is, and the old perception would be that person doesn't like me, that person's toxic, that would be the old perception. The new perception is I am love and I live in love and light. And so when they don't respond, you don't see the lack of not getting the response. You see the opportunity of, ooh, I'm going to send them another message because I love them so much. You won't see what you're not getting. You will see what you're giving. And when you can see what you're giving to the world, and that's what your true perception is on, you step into flow state. Flow state is the constant fuel of the energy that you desire. Lack state is the disconnection of the energy that you desire, the lack. So to take your voice back, I am statements of who you want to be. I am love, I am joy, I am abundant. And then pay attention to what you give to the world, not what you receive, based on those I am statements. It will shift your perspective and rise you up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep healing breath, and you're going to pick your I am statement. It could be I am love, I am joy, I am abundant, whatever resonates with you. And when we take this deep breath in, say it over and over and over again, really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. Maybe you're saying, I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars. And then you're visualizing yourself doing something with others that expands your $1 million vision. Maybe you're hiring employees to your great company. Maybe you're giving someone an amazing bonus. Maybe you're buying something, and since you're buying it, it's someone's highest creation. It's something that they built, maybe a beautiful piece of art or a beautiful home that someone built. Like, see an expansion of that frequency. If you're saying, I am love, then see yourself doing something, giving love. And then as you exhale, allow anything that no longer resonates with you to leave you so we can move forward in that energy. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. I believe that there are many purposes for us on this experience. But the number one is the energy that you can give to the world. When you lock in on something, when you realign your focus, your mind, your purpose, you rise up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you've been listening to this podcast and you want to make this shift, you want to adopt these I am statements. It is very simple, but if you want someone to work with you to help see the obstacles, to help see the things that you're truly struggling with so you can remove them, let them go, cut the cord on them, and move forward, whether you want to expand your business, expand your work, expand your life, whatever it is, we can do this. Reach out to me. The easiest way is Instagram at RealHenryG, or you can message me via email at henry@vibeabundant.com. That's HENRY at vibeabundant.com. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.